Okay, so this morning I want to take a look at some new discs which I've been sent by Paul Mattox. Now he sent me, about 5 years ago, he sent me one of these, the silver ones, for sharpening my TIG tungstens. And I've actually still got it, I'm still using it. And as I don't TIG an awful lot, I'm always dipping my tip in the weld, so I'm forever resharpening it, so it's lasted really well. But he sent me a new selection. The silver one, as I say, is the traditional for, you can use it for TIG tips, sharpening small drills, lathe tools, things like that. This one next to it, the black and gold one, is going to actually replace this one. And although it says metal cutting on it, that's actually a printing error. That shouldn't have said that. It's basically the same as the silver one for small tools, small drills, TIG tips, and that sort of thing. The green one is sort of on steroids. It's the silver one on steroids, really. I think it's more aggressive, general purpose one. I'm going to try it out on all sorts of things. I've got a selection of things to try. And then the gold one is rather unusual. It's dished, and that again can be used on almost anything. So we're going to try these all out and see how they go. He can make any size with any hole, any grit, from 40 up to about 6,000, I think, grit. So if you find that any of these aren't quite to suit your tool or the machine you want to put them on, you can get in touch with him. They're generally for sale on eBay. Just search for Mattox discs and you should find them. Anyway, let's get some of them set up. We'll have a little play. Okay, so I've got a selection of things to try out. I've got the tungsten tips, I've got a twist drill over there, some heavy pipe, some stainless pipe, some flat 8mm steel, some wood and a brick. We're going to give them all a go with the various discs and see how they perform. I'm going to start with the black and gold, which is the one that's going to be replacing the silver one. So let's see what we can do with that. Now, I don't know if you'll be able to see how blunt this is, if it will focus. Come on, focus, focus, focus. That's pretty crap. Most of mine are like that. So let's give it a go. Well, that didn't take long. You'll see it now. Focus, come on. Focus. Perfect. Like seconds. Let's do a couple more. This one's really rough. Yeah, literally. Can't see where I'm going. Camera won't focus very closely. But anyway, yeah, works fine on those. Let's try it on the twist drill. I'll have to set the this at a bit of a different angle. Right, I don't know if you'll be able to see from there. But again, drill's pretty blunt. Well, it's done it, but it's a little bit coarse. I think it might be better on the other one, the silver disc, because it's not quite as aggressive. But it's certainly sharpened it up, no doubt about that. Okay, so I've got the silver one in now. I'm going to just try the drill again on that one and see if it makes a difference. No, didn't put it on focus. That's better, but it's still a little bit coarse. But certainly do the job. Right, so let's try some of the other discs. Actually, before we do that, we'll try this bit of tungsten brazed on. See if we can sharpen that up. And that works lovely. Yeah, that'd be handy for doing on these. I use these for wrapping out. Just make them up rather than waste new ones. I get some old tips, braze them on, grind them up, use it for wrapping. Perfect. That's going to do the job a treat on that, because I often find trying to sharpen tungsten is very difficult. So that's going to be handy for that. So let's try some other discs. Right, so I'm going to try this new green one on cutting a bit of stainless. I often struggle with stainless. Not that I use a lot of it, but when I do, you know, it's an ordinary slitting disc, doesn't last 2 seconds on it. So let's give this a go. Well, it cut it quite easily. Focus. It's left a bit of a burr, but it certainly cut through it easy enough. So I'm quite pleased with that. See if it will deburr it as well. It's taking the edge off of that nicely. In fact, it's probably better deburring than it cutting. But yeah, so doing a bit of prep with that would be quite useful. Let's see what else it'll cut. Let's try a brick. Move you up a bit. Oh, cut through that like butter. Absolutely gem on that. So anything like that, I should think ceramics, porcelain, I don't know, it might even cut glass. I'll have to see if I can find some and give it a go. But yeah, A1 on a brick. Let's just try putting a bit of a bevel on there. A bit of pipe. Let's zoom you in a bit. Very nice for that. So far the green one's my favourite. Let's see what else we can find to cut with it. I'll see if I can go and find a bit of glass because I've got a feeling it might cut glass. I'll be back. Okay, so I found this bit of glass. I think it actually might be a bit of toughened glass because it's out of a refrigerator. It's a shelf from an old refrigerator. So it could be toughened, so it might not work, but we'll give it a go. Well, that didn't work. Oh, I've got a mess to clean up now. Oh, well, you never try, you never know. Let's clean this up and then I'll find something else to have a go at. Right, so that's taken me 20 minutes to clear that glass up. You won't believe where it went. It went absolutely everywhere. It even went out the door. But anyway, I think if I'd used something like a bottle, it probably would have cut it. I think that glass was, I don't know what that glass was, but at least it went into blocks rather than shards, so I got it all up. But anyway, so this one is still my favourite at the moment. Let's put the gold one on, see what that can do. These are all available in, or most of them are available in 4-inch and 5-inch, or 4.5-inch and 5-inch. As I say, he can make any size you like. Just need to drop him a line and have a chat with him. Very nice chap. I've only ever corresponded via, a messenger type system, but he's always very pleasant, very quick to reply. So I think you'll have no trouble with him. Right, let's give this one a go. Let's start with a bit of metal. This is a bit of 8mm by 50. Just put a bit of a bevel on it, see if it'll do that. Very easily and very quickly. It's pretty aggressive, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, that's taken that off the tree. Didn't think that would do that quite so quickly. Again, let's try the pipe, see if we can put a bevel on that, see how quick it does that. Yep. Again, it's almost too aggressive. But I dare say as it wears, it will be less so. And so this has just literally come straight out the box, so it's brand new. Let's try some wood. Yep, looks on wood. It sort of burnt it a bit. I would guess if you've got an adjustable angle grinder, ones that you can turn the speed down. It'd probably be better at a lower speed, but you can see what it's done. I would use that for shaping hammer handles and tool handles, you know, anything, a hammer, an axe, whatever, just to get the shape right in your hand. Hammer handles that you buy from the shops are never right. I always have to adjust them and take bits off them. So that's the sort of thing I'd use that for. Or making my own from scratch. Yeah, so it works on wood. So, apart from the failure on the glass, I think they're pretty much a winner. Let's have a little line up and a final look. Just before we do a final roundup, I'm going to try the gold one on a brick, just to see what happens. Wow. If you were doing a bit of brickwork and you wanted to do a bit of sculpting, get the bricks to fit or whatever, yeah. And I should think again, probably porcelain, that type of tiles might easily do that. Unfortunately I haven't got into try. But yeah, cool. Okay, let's have a final look. There's the lineup. So they've all got their uses. This one I will probably attach to one of my bench grinders, put it on the end of the wheel so that I can just touch tungstens and lathe tools up sort of on the fly. It'll be either that one or that one. And these two definitely going to be useful for certain jobs. They've all got a use. So if any of them tickle your fancy and you think they might be useful in your job, give Paul a bell. And so I'll put a link in the description to the eBay site and go from there. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. I hope you've been able to hear me, by the way, over the pressure washer outside. Ta-da!